Hi everyone, my name is Krista Pack and I'm the Objects Conservator for the Missouri Historical Society. Just like many of you, I'm spending a lot more time at home these days. And as a lot of us are discovering, this is actually a great opportunity to tackle some bigger projects that we maybe have been putting off. Projects for me that I've been putting off for far too long. And one of those projects is to organize and rehouse my photograph collection. So I'm going to share with you today the steps that I took to get this accomplished in hopes that it might provide you with some useful tips or just some inspiration in case this is something that you've been wanting to pursue in your own homes. Well, this is a little embarrassing to show publicly, but this is my photograph storage, and obviously I'm using the term storage a little loosely here. So some things that I know I need to work on. This cardboard box top is less than ideal. And we've got things in plastic bags here, which is not great. And then we also have like this little side storage of some photographs in this really pretty glass box. But that's a definite no-no because the glass lets in a lot of light, which can be damaging for photographs. So all of this has got to go. So my first step is to organize my photographs, which I'm doing here. And as I'm sorting and organizing, I'm also trying to make sure to label my photographs. So including a date, names of people, names of locations if I can remember them. And I've chosen to start today with a fairly easy example. I have a couple of black and white photographs from our wedding in 2001. So I should be able to identify and label the people and the location and the date fairly easily. Now to do this, I'm working on a clean, smooth surface. I've actually laid down a cutting mat here to give myself an even surface because our kitchen table is a little rough. And then over top of the cutting mat, I've laid a clean sheet of paper, and I'm using newsprint here. Again, the goal is to create a nice, clean, even, and smooth surface, so that way when I flip the photographs over to write on them, I am minimizing any potential damage to the front of the photograph. So in order to label them, I'm going to write on the back with a pencil. You want to avoid using pens or markers because the inks can actually bleed through and stain your photographs over time. So use a pencil. A number 2 pencil is fine. I'm using an artist's pencil. It's actually a 6B artist's pencil. You can find these in any kind of art supply or craft store. They're pretty easy to get a hold of. I like the 6B the best because it has a nice soft lead and it creates a dark mark. So it makes my writing legible without having to use too much pressure. So as we write, again, we're gonna be very conscious of applying very light pressure as we write. And this is to make sure that we don't have any pressure transfer, and that's when you create an imprint on the front of your photograph from pressing too hard when you're writing. So keeping it nice and light. And then once we get all of this information on our photographs, we'll be ready to put them in their new storage housings. Now for those photographs that are extra special, I'm going to scan them so that I have a digital copy. This will help me preserve the image long into the future. Because of course I want gems like this to last forever. To complete this project, I purchased a new acid-free archival storage system along with acid-free paper envelopes to store my photographs in. This just adds another layer of protection for the photograph and also another way to organize the photos within the box. Now there are a variety of resources out there where you can find storage boxes like this too, but no matter where you purchase from, if you're looking to store your items in a box like this, a board box, make sure you look for one that is acid-free and lignin-free. This will provide the best environment for keeping your memories safe and preserved for a long time to come. I hope this provided some useful tips and inspired you to begin your own preservation projects at home. Take care.